It's Week 7 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Chargers and the Hawks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Throwing is Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They'll try for the first with Walker. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Fielded at the 20. A little juke. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Now a draw play. It's Walker, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's Walker. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Gino. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Jason Myers now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime, and what's message received here? No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his target, Allen. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play, Brian.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? In the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there. They've got a ways to go now on third down. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return, Carter. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. A gain there of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was. Obviously here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, Wiseman will just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Gets this to Fant. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Smith on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll run run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Allen has it, left side. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.